All right, well, welcome back here at the Rustad Recreation Center in West Fargo, North Dakota, here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, getting ready for Game 9 of 9. It's been a fun day of basketball. It's been a long day of basketball, and I think game number 10 for me is going to be a hot meal off the stove when I get home after this one here. It's been a long day, but a fun day, and we're going to do it all again tomorrow. We know 5 of the games that are going to be played for sure, and then the final 4 games will be part of the total win-loss record of all the teams that are playing on the 3 courts today. We're here on court 3. That's where we'll be tomorrow as well. I want to say thanks to Lance and the crew here at the Rustad Recreation Center for helping us out with giving us a ladder and an extension cord, as I forgot my extension cord at home, and then we had to come early to get a ladder to get the internet cord hooked up so we could broadcast these games. And we've had a flawless broadcast throughout the first 8 games, and I would suspect that we'll have the same here in game number 9. All of these games are available on our website with the exception of the one that we're about to see right now. All of them are available right now for a 24/7 on-demand replay. You can see we got a lot of baseball there. We'll be getting back to baseball next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as the regular season begins to wind down. But before that, we got a whole bunch more girls basketball coming up for you here today. And we've only had a couple of games that were kind of one-sided. Most of the rest of them were single-digit victories or less. Well, I guess I take that back because the last one was about a 20-point margin. But, hey, those happen sometimes, so not to worry about that. We'd absolutely love it if you were to follow us on Twitter at msportsnet live. Like and follow us on Facebook. You can email us directly at msportsnetlive@gmail.com, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/magnitudesports. So that gets us set for the first half of play. ND Pro 2022 in the red, ND Storm in the black and white. And based upon what I saw of these 2 teams earlier, I would suspect that this one could be a pretty good matchup. And hopefully I am not disappointing you when I say that, in the event that it's not. That's kind of where I was looking to go there with that one. Ava Wild will meet up in the middle here with Maya Metcalf for the opening tip. And we're ready to rock and roll here in game number 9 of the day. The tip is won by ND Pro 2022 as Kettling will get the ball. Now Ava Wild will flare it into the near wing for here Reagan Hansen. Back over to Kettling on the far side as they feed it to Cassie Erickson now. Erickson will hand it off to Burian. Burian looked inside. I think that pass was tipped, but it ended up in the hands of Ava Wild anyway. Back out to Burian on that far wing. 15:38 to go here, and pass inside will cause the clock to stop, and we have our first foul of the game. This one going on the ND Storm. That is Burian, and she'll put up a 3, and that one she needed an extra 7 inches on that one to get it to be nothing but net. Just fell a little bit short on that one. So now the Storm will try for the first points of the game here as they work it down low to Metcalf. Metcalf along the baseline, little blooper that floats in. Double check the jersey number on that, number 31, that's Ella Falk with the basket. Feed it back outside. 3 is on the way from Kettling. That one won't go. Rebound is pulled down there by Haley Quam. Quam will fire it out near wing here for Ella Falk, and that'll go back inside, and the shot's no good. And pulling down the rebound is Kettling. She'll bring it all the way down the floor, and I believe she's going to get called for a travel, and that's exactly what happened. I'll stop the clock with 14:28 to go here. I want to say hi to Ashlyn, Peyton, and Kathy for watching on our Facebook page. You can also watch on our YouTube. Certainly appreciate everybody who's watched today. We've had pretty decent numbers. Matter of fact, I was the most impressed with the 9 o'clock game. We had over 160 viewers for that game live, and that's a remarkable number for 9 o'clock in the morning. Usually at 9 o'clock in the morning, you get like 30 to 40, maybe if you're lucky, 50 viewers. But no, over 150 for that 9 o'clock game this morning. We'll see if we can defeat that record tomorrow morning. Still 2-0 here as the clock stops with 14 minutes to go on a foul coming on ND Pro 2022. We'll put Haley Quam at the free throw line. Quam's free throw is off the mark. She will miss that one. And will remain 2-0 in favor of ND Storm. ND Storm made up of about 50% Central Cass Squirrels, along with a few others. While ND Pro 2022 made up about 50% of Fargo Davies. Got Ketterling from Bismarck Century High School on the squad. And that is Ketterling with the three-pointer. No, check that. It was Burien with the three-pointer. I got the 116 and the 6 mixed up on the jerseys there. As they work it down low here to Claire Cotton. And that one is in off the baseline, up and good. 4-0 in favor of ND Storm. Ketterling works it inside, and a nice move there by Cassie Erickson to get the bucket. And the ND Pro 2022 is on the board and sliced the lead in half at 4-2 with a little over 13 and change to go here in the first half of play. Final game of the evening. Jalen Cotton with the ball, working it inside there from Metcalf. Metcalf pops it out, shot a little short, ends up in the hands there of Burien. Burien will bring it back the other way, being harassed in the backcourt there by Claire Cotton. Now they'll find it into the hands of Ketterling. Ketterling drives down to the baseline, 6 foot or 2 strong off the back iron, and bringing it back the other way now is Jalen Cotton. Cotton, I think there's like 3 Cottons on this team. They have Claire, Delaney, and Jalen, and they might all be on the court right now. Jalen Cotton has the basketball. Cross-court pass, have to chase it down, was Claire Cotton. Wasn't able to get there in time. Didn't float over to the ball fast enough, and no pun intended there. So 4-2 with 12:15 and counting to go, and Burien has the basketball, or she did. Give it up to Hansen. Cross-court pass now into the hands of Erickson. Erickson maybe been tipped away. Erickson will get it back, turn around mid-post. That one will go. Rebound comes down here to Cotton. Cotton will bounce it up to Haley Quam. Quam to the basket, scores. 6-2, just under 12 minutes to go as ND Pro 2022 appeared to forget they had to inbound the ball after a basket. Everybody darted down the court except for the player making the inbounds pass. A little strong on that shot there. And ND Storm will get the ball back as Claire Cotton will race down the court. Nice pass across the lane and off the glass and in. That is how you do it. According to the textbook, Haley Metcalf on the board now with a couple of points, and it's 8-2. So working near side here for Reagan Hansen. Hansen outside for Burien. Burien with a three-pointer. It's in. Marissa Burien of Fargo Davies puts the triple on the board, and it's 8-5. 11 minutes to go. That is DeConte Smith driving to the hoop. Central Cass winning over Kindred in the Region 1 tournament this year. Did not get a chance to fully complete the state tournament. Back the other way, ND Pro scores the bucket, cut the lead to 1. It's 8-7 now. Now we'll go out of bounds, stopping the clock with 10:35 to go here in the first half of play. Substitutions for both teams. Taylor Safransky coming in, as well as Molly Muslin. Muslin will inbound it to Safransky. Safransky will bring it over the timeline there, being guarded by, that is Delaney Cotton, and it's stolen away by DeConte Smith. And a little reverse layup is up and in, and DeConte Smith is in the scorebook with 2 points, and it's 10-7. Both teams with a foul, 10 minutes and change to go. And nearly stolen away. Ava Wild lost it. Great gain control, and now DeConte Smith on a breakaway lays it in. DeConte Smith with the steal, and she has 4 points now. Just under 10 minutes to go, 12-7 in favor of the ND Storm. Nice pass down low to Taryn Johnson. And that will result in a foul on the ND Storm as Johnson will go to the free throw line. With her team trailing by 5, you'll see if she can get a couple points with the clock stopped here. And so far, so good. Twelve to 8 trims the lead to 4. Free throw here would make it a 1-possession game. And she'll make it a 1-possession game as she goes 2 for 2 from the line to make it 12-9. With 9:48 and counting to go. Delaney Cotton with the ball up top. Spins it into the hands of Tori Richter. Richter will get it back. Being guarded there by Safransky. Loose ball, scooped up there by Cotton on the near sideline. Now Smith has it. Smith, a really good player, and she proved it right there, and she's proved it on a couple of other occasions here in the last minute and a half as well, as she puts 2 more on the board to make it a 5-point lead once again for the ND Storm. So they will work it into the near corner. Free throw line jumper is up and in off the glass. Nicely done there by Molly Muslin. That's 14-11. Back to a 3-point game here is Riley Joseph into the lineup for the ND Storm, now wearing jersey number 24 for the black team. She just got the ball back, and now she fired it away. And that one nearly got stuck between the rim and the backboard on that 3-pointer attempt there by Delaney Cotton. Quickly back the other way, trying to weave through defenders is Muslin. Muslin had the ball tipped away, somehow got it back, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul. Nice hustle there by Muslin. And now Safransky pulls the trigger on a 3, a little off the mark. And some nice ball movement down the court there, a little strong off the back rim. They'll get it to DeConte Smith. One dribble down to the free throw line. Cotton sends it inside there for Metcalf. Metcalf on the spin gets the bucket. 16-11. They'll try for a 3. That's Tina Fryer, and she got it. Well, it's a little bit of fuel under the fire there as ND Pro 2022 pulls within 2. Say that 3 times fast. With the basketball now is Delaney Cotton. Cotton will give it up there for Richter. Richter over to DeConte Smith. 7:55 and counting to go here in the first half of play. We'll stop our clock for a few seconds as Richter gets the ball back. Spins around, couldn't get around Safransky. Gives it up to Smith. Smith tried to work it in, but it was poked away there defensively by Taryn Johnson. Now a 3 from the far wing. Up and in, out of the hands of Delaney Cotton. So as soon as ND Pro 2022 pulls within 2, it's back to a 5-point advantage for ND Storm. Smith will get the rebound. She'll bring it all the way down the court, hand it off there for Metcalf, and Metcalf drives to the hoop, and somehow it falls in. She has 6 points according to my numbers now, 21-14 and a 7-point advantage. Biggest lead of the game here for either team. I want to say hi to Catherine and Arlene who are watching on Facebook. We certainly appreciate you tuning in today. Here's a 3-point attempt from Erickson. That's a little bit off the mark. Safransky picks up the loose ball, shuffles it into the free throw line there for Taryn Johnson, who makes a move down the far side of the lane, and there was some contact on the rebound attempt. Might have an over and back call here, and that is exactly the case, and that's a foul on ND Pro 2022. Give the ball back to the ND Storm. Up by 7 with just under 7 to go here in the first half of play. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Sean Carlson, Town & Country Credit Union, along with Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. Both of those, Three Lions Pub and Town & Country Credit Union, have office within about 5 to 7 minute drive of the Rustad Recreation Center here in West Fargo. Dribbling down to the baseline, that's an 8-footer for Tori Richter. It's up and in. She's into the scorebook with her first basket, 23-14. That's up, but she puts her team up by 8. Out on the corner, Burian maybe thought about the 3, then put the ball to the floor, and now works it inside. The pass was intended for Ava Wild, but it was tipped away by Haley Quam. Stops the clock with 6:08 to go here in the first half of play. Nice spin move there from Erickson, but it's taken away. And back the other way quickly comes DeConte Smith all the way for the basket. She has 8 points, and now a whistle, and I'm pretty sure that whistle represents a timeout. 30-second timeout is on the board. Let's get it started and be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. You've heard about Christmas in July, but we didn't miss Christmas last year. So Three Lions Pub is holding a St. Patty's Day in July this coming Friday, July 17th from 4 p.m. to close. Corned beef and cabbage until it's gone. Plus, specials on all your favorite St. Patty's Day drinks. Win prizes and also get a sneak peek at the full menu. Plus, bring your friends and have fun with live music from Sean Mitchell in the evening. That's this Friday, July 17th at Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. All right, welcome back. 25-14 in favor of the ND Storm with 5:40. Yeah, check that. It's more like 5:37. Let's go ahead and start that clock and allow it to tick down a little bit here. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by. Stop the clock now. Brought to you by Sean Carlson, Town & Country Credit Union, Three Lions Pub, and Game Time. Certainly appreciate that. We appreciate the staff here at the Rustad Recreation Center in West Fargo. Lance and the team helping us out earlier this morning with some pre-game equipment set up, as we had to use a ladder to get a cord up here for the internet. So they were very accommodating on that, and we certainly appreciate all their efforts to make the broadcast possible. Cassie Erickson floats it down low for Burian, off the glass and in. Nicely done. Give the assist to Erickson, and the basket to Burian, who has 5 points now. I want to say hi to Kent, who just joined in, started watching on Facebook. We certainly appreciate that, Kent. Long 3 straight away. That was from about 20 feet. Nice hustle for the rebound by Tori Richter. She gets her own rebound off the missed shot. Nice pass working. There's to get it to Smith. Smith tried to weave it in. Somehow, the ND Storm maintains possession of the basketball, getting it in the hands of Delaney Cotton. Cotton with a couple of dribbles. That's going to be a travel. Yep, sure is. Now we'll give the ball back to ND Pro 2022. So just under 5 minutes to go here as Cassie Erickson has the ball far side, gets it to Burian. Burian works it up top for Ava Wild. Wild shoves it back near wing here for Kettling. Kettling will put the ball to the floor with a right-handed dribble and now give it up into the hands of Cassie Erickson again. They work it inside, mid-post, spinning around, trying to find a shot. Is Ava Wild, and she found the shot. She's in the scorebook with her first basket, and it's 25-18. Richter now has the basketball up top, gives it to DeConte Smith. Smith jukes to the left, now finds a way and finds a seam, but didn't quite have enough oomph in there to get the ball up to the basket. And that whistle will stop the clock with 4:07 to go here in the check that, should say first half of play. Sorry about the second half one there. It is indeed the first half of play. So Burien tried to feed it in for Ava Wild. It was tipped away by Haley Quam and ended up in the hands of Tori Richter. And Richter fires it up court to Cotton. Cotton finds down low. That's Haley Hawkinson into the lineup there for the ND Storm. Richter tipped away. That's going to be over and back. That'll be a turnover as the ball will go back to ND Pro 2022. Nobody tipped it, so Cotton wasn't officially allowed to go back and get it. (25-18). Into the lineup now is Tina Fryer wearing number 11 for ND Pro 2022. Ava Wild will look inside. Taryn Johnson, that's going to be a push from behind, I believe, on Jalen Cotton. It's on ND Storm, I can tell you that much for sure. Inbounds pass intended for Ava Wild, and she will get it. She'll get it into the hands there, Taryn Johnson. Johnson back to Ava Wild, just inside the three-point line. 17-footer, no good. Rebound there by Tina Fryer, couldn't get the follow-up to go. Quickly back the other way now, and the shot is in and out. Looked good coming out of the hands there, Claire Cotton, but couldn't get the friendly bounce. And now that whistle will stop the clock with 3 minutes exactly to go here in the first half of play, and it's 25-18 in favor of the ND Storm. So Fryer will bring it over the timeline. Started to head right, then switched to the left-handed dribble, and now up top there. And that was Johnson who fed it inside there for Ava Wild, and we have another foul. This one, actually it's not a foul, it's just a turnover. Up top is Hawkinson. Gets it to Cotton. And Jalen Cotton goes to the hoop. Couldn't quite get it up and in. And that means Molly Mussard will pull down the rebound. Muslin, excuse me. Tina Fryer over on that far side. Works up top for Taryn Johnson. Will pull the trigger on a three. That one's just not quite getting the friendly roll either. Remains 25-18 with 2 minutes to go. And a battle for the basketball here along the near sideline, won by Claire Cotton. Nice little reception of the pass on the low block, and spinning around there was Haley Quam, but couldn't get the basket to drop. Now back the other way comes ND Pro 2022 as they feed it inside for Taryn Johnson. She'll try the spin option. That will not go in either. Minute 40 to go. Ella Falk, number 31, right there with the basket. And she's on the scorebook with her second basket of the night. She has 4 points so far. 27-18 and a 9-point lead here for the ND Storm as Ava Wild has the basketball near the top of the key. I think her foot was on the line. Doesn't matter, didn't go in. And the rebound comes down to the ND Storm. Ella Falk will fire it up court. Thought about the three, then didn't pull the trigger. Now they'll work it back inside, and that was a nice pass there. Claire Cotton couldn't get the bonus on the basket, though. Back the other way is Taylor Safransky. She weaves her way through defenders. Can't get that layup to go, a little too strong. 2-on-1 back the other way, and the baskets are just not falling on either side right now for either team, and that one's going to be taken away as Fryer collects the loose ball off the mishandled pass and gets it to Taryn Johnson, and one. Taryn Johnson gets the basket, give the assist to Tina Fryer, and she'll go to the line to try and get one more on the board here for ND Pro 2022 and see if they can't cut this to a two-possession ball game. Officially 37 seconds to go here in the first half. Substitution as Fryer comes out, Burien comes in. Once again, Taryn Johnson at the free throw line, and she missed her first one. She was 2 of 2 prior to that miss there. That jumper won't go off the hands there, Haley Quam. And the rebound, and they're going to call a double dribble. That will stop the clock with 19 seconds to go here. And the turnover will give the ball back to ND Storm on their end of the court. Shakes off the defender, puts up the shot. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound underneath there by Metcalf, and that'll draw the foul. Stops the clock with 15 seconds to go. So both teams have 4 now here in the first half. Oh, we put the points. They had the scoreboard in the gym at 30, and now they dropped it to 28. So let's do the same here. I knew something was wrong when I looked up and saw that, but I usually try and match my stuff with what's in the gym. So now it does match. An 8-point lead here. They'll work it into Metcalf. That one's a little bit off the mark. And struggling to get rebounds here. They'll call a jump ball on this one. Stops the clock with 3 seconds to go. Sunday Pro 2022 might have a chance at a shot here. They'll give the ball to Safransky a little bit beyond half court and just graze the front of the net. And that brings us to halftime with your score. ND Storm 28 and ND Pro 22-20 at the end of one half of play. We'll add up some numbers, come back with halftime right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. You've heard about Christmas in July, but we didn't miss Christmas last year. So Three Lions Pub is holding a St. Patty's Day in July this coming Friday, July 17th from 4 p.m. to close. Corned beef and cabbage until it's gone. Plus, specials on all your favorite St. Patty's Day drinks. Win prizes and also get a sneak peek at the full menu. Plus, bring your friends and have fun with live music from Sean Mitzel in the evening. That's this Friday, July 17th at Three Lions Pub in West Fargo.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake.
Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back, and we're ready for half number 2 here from the Rustad Recreation Center in West Fargo. Final game of the day. We have done 8 so far. This is game number 9, and we're going to repeat this tomorrow, and then hopefully we can make it through 18 games. But these have been flying by quick. They've been averaging about an hour a game, which is fabulous when you have 9 games to do. So it's like putting in a full day at work plus 1 hour of overtime. Once again, ND Storm in the black moving from right to left, and ND Pro 2022 in the red moving from left to right here in half number 2. And a fight for the ball will cause the clock to come to a stop at 15:42. Inbounds pass. Now over the timeline. Couple passes later. Far wing. That's Burian. Burian will get it to Ketterling. Ketterling will fire it near side now. That's Reagan Hansen. Hansen tried to feed it down low for Erickson, but it got poked out of bounds. And now the three is on the way, and that one's a little bit short. Ella Falk all the way to the free throw line, stops. Jalen Cotton for three, off the back iron, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Reagan Hansen. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, as well as Three Lines Pub. Ava Wild with a three. That one won't go. That was a good 21-footer. Rebound comes down to the hands of Haley Quam, and then quickly back up the other way. It's Ella Falk with the basketball. Back to Quam up top. Now near side for Jalen Cotton. Cotton being guarded by Ava Wild as Cotton will get the screen, drive into the lane, pop it into the hands there, Haley Quam. Quam will try for the shot, won't go. Wild gets the rebound, immediately passes it to Ketterling. Ketterling comes straight up the court, fires it out far side. Hansen for three. No, that one's off the mark. Rebound comes down into the hands of Claire Cotton. Cotton will fire it up court there for Ella Falk. Falk looks down low for Jalen Cotton. Backs up a defender, too strong off the glass. Battle for the rebound, and Berrien saying that the foul should be on Andy Storm, and it turns out that she is exactly right. First one of the half here. For either team, and that was made it look a little too easy there for Cassie Erickson. She has 4 points now, and that cuts the lead to 6. Delaney checked that Ella Falk with the basketball. Now that's check that Claire Cotton. I want to say hi to Calvin, who's watching on Facebook. Certainly appreciate that, Calvin. It's been a long day of basketball here, and it's been a fun day of basketball as well. Stop our clock for a moment here as the inbounds pass comes into Claire Cotton. Cotton tries to feed it inside and does so successfully, but the basket is not successful. And I'll stop the clock with 13:43 to go. Haley Quam at the free throw line, and she'll miss the first one. She has not made a free throw yet in this game. She's 0 for 2 as substitutions come in for ND Pro 2022. $13:43 to go. Second free throw is also off the mark. Rebound grab by Taryn Johnson. Quickly up court and lost the ball. It's picked up, stolen away by Claire Cotton. Gets it to Metcalf. 13:36 and counting to go. Shot is up and in. Nice job. I believe that was Ella Falk with the basket. I hand it off there for Molly Muslin. Muslin will get it to Johnson, who'll hand it off to Tina Fryer. Back to Muslin. Muslin looks inside, and it was intended for Johnson, but it was poked away there by Jalen Cotton, which allowed her teammate to get the ball and retain possession for the ND Storm. Claire Cotton. I believe that is Richter out. No, check that. That was Ella Falk, excuse me. .12:58, Safransky to Wild, now gets it to Muslin. Muslin down to the baseline, just a little bit too much of a touch on that one off the back iron. Coming back the other way, scoring the bucket for the ND Storm was Metcalf. She has 8 points now, according to my numbers. And it's a 10-point lead as Muslin has it. Now Ava Wild looking inside, floats it up. Taryn Johnson just a little too high, and that'll be a turnover, and it'll go back to the ND Storm. Johnson's a tall girl, but not that tall. Haley Quam with the basketball. I think it got poked from behind into the hands there, Metcalf. I don't know if that was an intended pass or not. Shot is up, won't go in. Now a wrestling match for the ball down below, and now we'll stop the clock with 12:13 to go here in the second half of play. 10-point lead A low-scoring second half so far, almost 4 minutes into it, and if you take away the first half points, your score right now would be 4-2 in favor of the ND Storm. A halftime score of 28-20 in favor of the ND Storm. As some liquids are wiped up from underneath the hoop. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Three Lions Pub, as well as Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union. Next week, we'll have more baseball for you as the regular season of Legion, a.k.a. Senior Babe Ruth, starts to wind down and teams get closer and closer to those regional tournaments with the state tournament to follow. It's been a fun baseball season. And we'll have a few more post-400 games for you next week here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And before we get back to that, we'll have 9 more girls basketball games for you tomorrow here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll tell you about those matchups in our post-game show. Ava Wild looking for points, and she got them. She has 4 now. Back the other way. Far side, that's Delaney Cotton. And now Ella Falk. Check that. That was not Delaney Cotton. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Now Falk has it. Gets it to Haley Quam. Back to Cotton. Back over to Falk. Smith lost the ball. Ava Wild picks it up. Gets it to Safransky. Safransky quickly now to Tina Fryer, near corner, works it back up top. Ava Wild trying to get around DeConte Smith, and she'll draw the foul. I'll stop the clock with 11:05 to go here in the second half of play. Second in the second half, a total of 6 in the game. Ava Wild with the shot. That rolls off the rim, but Taryn Johnson's there for the rebound. Too strong on the turnaround second attempt. Won't go. No more second chance points on that possession for. And a nice move around defenders. You couldn't have done it more nicely than Delaney Cotton did right there. 36-22, just make it 36-24 now. And I think it's 36-24. The scoreboard in the gym said 36-24 just a moment ago. Now it says 34-27. So we'll match that. With the basketballs, Tina Fryer. Fryer to Safransky inside to Wild. Back out Safransky, catch and shoot 3. Off the front of the rim, a little too short on that one. Spinning around, getting the rebound is Delaney Cotton. They'll work it up top to Richter. Richter with a bounce pass, and she'll get the ball right back as she backs up in between the circles with 9:42 and counting to go. Richter fires it over far side there for Riley Joseph. Joseph into the lineup for, I think, the second time tonight. High post, Richter back to Joseph. Joseph fires it over far side there for Delaney Cotton. Cotton will roll, and they'll see the ball roll, and I think a timeout was called here by the ND Storm, and that is indeed the case. So it's a 30-second timeout. So we'll let them chat, and we'll let you hear from our sponsors here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town and Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town and Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. You've heard about Christmas in July, but we didn't miss Christmas last year. So Three Lions Pub is holding a St. Patty's Day in July this coming Friday, July 17th from 4 p.m. to close. Corned beef and cabbage until it's gone. Plus, specials on all your favorite St. Patty's Day drinks. Win prizes and also get a sneak peek at the full menu. Plus, bring your friends and have fun with live music from Sean Mitzel in the evening. That's this Friday, July 17th at Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. All right, second half of play. Get the camera down to the other end of the court if we could. Thank you very much. 34-27. Inbounds pass comes to DeConte Smith here for the ND Storm. She'll fire it near side here to Riley Joseph. Joseph runs into a double team, tries to float it up for Richter, but Smith picks up the loose ball. Nice pass across the lane, back to Richter. Richter floats it out to the near wing here for Tori Richter. And Smith will put up a three. That's in and out. Rebound, pulled down by Taryn Johnson. Quickly up into the hands there, Ketterling. Ketterling will drive down to the baseline. Can't get the shot to go. Got her own rebound, put it up and in. Nice job there by Autumn Ketterling for her first basket of the night. Comes with 8:47 to go in the second half of play. And it is... There we go, now it matches, 34-29. Want to say hi to Funyun and Titus for tuning in tonight on Facebook. You can also watch the game on our YouTube channel or on your home TV via the YouTube Smart app. That three-pointer is up, and that one will bounce off get the wrong bounce off the rim. Smith quickly up court now. Riley Joseph near side. Joseph gets it to Richter, back to Smith. Smith looks to her left, gives it back to Joseph, who puts it up for three, and it's in. Riley Joseph, her first bucket of the game, counts as 3 points. 37-29, 8 minutes to go. Spinning around far side there. I can't see who that is, but they'll get it out to Burien, and now there'll be a whistle that stops the clock with 7:48 to go here in the second half of play. Triggering the inbounds pass will be Reagan Hansen. Checking in for the ND Storm is Haley Hawkinson. Three is up, won't go. Rebound comes down to the Storm's Metcalf. Metcalf gets it to Richter. Richter will bring it over the timeline, get it to DeConte Smith. Smith fires it over to the far wing into the hands of, I couldn't see who that was, but the basket is up and in, and I can tell you that the basket was by Haley Hawkinson. That's her first. 41-29. 41-31 now. Back to a 10-point deficit as Richter brings it over the timeline. I missed the bucket there for ND Prep, so I'm going to put ND Pro, I meant. So I'm going to put unassigned 2 points there, so we know that there's a missed basket. Want to say hi to Mark. Mark, thanks for watching on Facebook. Certainly appreciate that. I would presume that Mark is cheering on for the ND Storm, since half of the players on that team are from the high school that he calls Sports Force. So 10-point advantage for that Storm team right now. And swatted out of bounds there by Marissa Burien. Stops the clock with, let's see here, we'll keep our clock stopped. I think the scorer's table forgot to turn on the clock on the last play there, as it just cracked the 7-minute mark. Jalen Cotton gets it to DeConte Smith. Into the lane, kicks it out. I believe that was Riley Joseph, and it was, as she comes out from hidden vision there, and that's a triple for Riley Joseph. She has 2 of them, both in the second half, and that's accounts for her 6 points in the game. Taryn Johnson outside, I believe that's Burien for 3, and it is, and it's good. Marissa Burien with 8 points now. 44-34, it's back to a 10-point lead. Storm have not had more than a 13-point lead in this game as Cotton gets it into the near corner here for Hawkinson. Now back up top for Riley Joseph. Joseph tried to get it for Richter. Ball was slapped. Richter was able to chase it down. Trying to get a shot over Burien. That one won't go. Loose ball. Richter Down to a knee, trying to dribble, lost it, picked up by Taryn Johnson. Quickly in transition, they get it to Ketterling. Ketterling spins at the low block, can't get it to go. Rolls off, DeConte Smith gets the rebound and a whistle. .550 to go. Hawkinson gets into the hands of Haley Quam, and now another whistle will stop the clock with 5:37 to go. As they will take a towel and wipe up some more fluids underneath the basket. I would have liked to see the official take that shot, but I'm thinking he was too afraid that he wouldn't be able to make the basket, which I would challenge him to a game of pig from that distance 7 days a week, and I'd probably win. And I'm not that good of a basketball player either. At least I don't claim to be. Maybe I'm better than I think I am, but the fluids underneath the hoop have been taken care of to the best of our knowledge, and we're ready to return to action now. Hawkinson gets it up to Joseph. Riley Joseph fakes to the left, goes to the right. Gets into the hands there of, that's number 20, Haley Hawkinson. Ella Falk got it. Ella Falk with 4 in the first half. Now she has 4 in the second half. Fryer gets the ball back on the pass from Muslin. Works it down low for Ava Wild, and she can't get that one to go. And that rebound will be ripped away by Haley Quam. Get it to Joseph, quickly up court into the hands of Hawkinson. Hawkinson lost it. I think the pass may have been partially deflected. Looking up court is Tina Fryer. She needs some help. She picked up her big one in the dribble in the backcourt. And now the steal and the basket by Haley Hawkinson. 48-34, biggest lead of the game for ND Storm. Once again, game 9 of 9 today. We'll have 9 more games for you tomorrow. All back-to-back starting at 8:30 a.m. right here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Yeah, one is up and in. The basket gets credit to Cassie Erickson. And that one will roll off, and the rebound's pulled down by Muslin. Muslin will get it to Safransky. Safransky to Ava Wild. Wild pops it down to the baseline for Erickson. Erickson dribbles out to the corner. Cross court, Tina Fryer. Fakes the 3, dribbles baseline, feeds it in. Ava Wild poked out. Safransky picks up the loose ball. Inside, wide open, off the glass and in. Cassie Erickson with 6 points in the second half for a total of 8 in the game. Back to a 10-point advantage for ND Storm. And like nobody was there, but everybody was there. Dribbled right through him with no problem and gets another basket for Ella Falk, who has 10 now on that basket. And it's 50-38 with 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes and change. And almost a near turnover there for ND Pro 2022. Cassie Erickson with the ball, looking inside there for Molly Muslin. Muslin kicks it out. Tina Fryer with a 17-footer that went about 18 feet. And the rebound will go out of bounds. Loose ball rebound goes out of bounds, and I believe it's going to go to the ND Storm. And that is indeed the case. Inbounds pass comes in to Claire Cotton. Cotton will get it to Smith. Smith looking around, looking for a pass. Fires it into the hands of Haley Quam. Quam gets it back to Cotton. Cotton now over to Ella Falk. Falk dribbles down to the baseline, being guarded by Safransky. Now Smith finds Cotton. Cotton will give it up to Quam. Quam dribbling around, spinning around, draws the foul. That's the first foul according to my numbers here in the second half for ND Pro, and we're already about 14 minutes deep into the half. It's pretty clean basketball. Once again, at the free throw line is Haley Quam. She was 0 for 3, and now she's 1 for 4 with that make. 51-38 substitutions here for ND Pro 2022, and the free throw's in. So after going 0 for 3, she makes 2 in a row and is 2 of 5 on the evening from the free throw line. Too strong, Smith will get the rebound. She'll work it up court. Richter has to chase it down. She does so successfully. And the pass nearly broken up by Burian, but then she stepped out of bounds. Richter with the inbounds pass. Shuffles it in there for, that is Ella Falk. Falk now to Smith. Smith back up to Richter, and it's stolen away by Ketterling, at least momentarily it is. It'll turn into a jump ball. Now stop the clock with 1:54 to go. Want to say hi to Jeremy watching on Facebook. Certainly appreciate that, Jeremy. Inbounds pass comes to Metcalf. Metcalf will give it right back to the person who passed it to her, Ella Falk, and she has it on the low block. Now Metcalf will try. Squeeze it to Richter, and does the basket count or does it not? That's the question. No, the basket will not count. The ball will actually go back to ND Pro. Minute 40 to go. With the basketball is Hansen, and she'll drive to the hoop and draw the foul. Funyon, Titus, Mark, and Jeremy. I want to say hi to all of you for watching on our Facebook page, and for those watching on our YouTube channel, we certainly appreciate that as well. Minute 35 to go here in the second half. ND Pro 2022 trails ND Storm 52-38. Make that 52-39 with the 1 for 2 free throw shooting. Ball's poked away. It was tipped, and now a whistle will come in. Stop the clock with 1:16 to go. And substitutions for ND Storm. Inbounding the ball will be Riley Joseph over on the far sideline. Into the backcourt there for Delaney Cotton. Cotton being guarded there by Cassie Erickson. Cotton with a behind the back pass into the hands of Haley Hawkinson, and that one will go out of bounds. And that'll stop the clock with 1:09 to go. That one's up and in. That is Haley Quam with the basket. First basket not from the free throw line here in the second half for Haley Quam. Hansen has the basketball, trying to feed Taryn Johnson down low, and it almost dropped in. But she'll have to get those 2 points the hard way as the clock will stop with 52 seconds to go. I thought we hit start on that clock. Let's have it tick down to 52 seconds. Taryn Johnson misses the first one. Johnson 2 of 3 prior to that miss. Now she's 50%, 2 for 4. 54-39. Battle for the ball along the near sideline. Ketterling seems to have it, being harassed though by Hawkinson. Now Marissa Burian tries for the long three. No, that's off the mark. Quickly work it back up court for a 2-on-1 opportunity, and the basket doesn't go, but the foul will come, and that will send ND Storm to the free throw line. And that is Haley Quam, who was at the free throw line earlier, 2 times earlier in this half. And she is 3 of 6 in the half, 3 of 7 in the game from the free throw line. Teeing it up for 3 is Ketterling. That one won't go. Rebound underneath, up and in. Nicely done by Marissa Burian. She has 10 points with that basket. And the second half will come to an end on not that basket, but maybe the upcoming one here. Hawkinson, I believe, is the one who got the basket underneath. And at the buzzer, Karen Johnson fires it up, and that's your final score. 54-41. Check that, 57-41. Your final score in favor of ND Storm. Let's go ahead and take a break. Let's add up some numbers. We'll be right back in a moment with your post-game show. We'll get you caught up on what has all happened today, and we'll get you set up for tomorrow, and then we'll wrap things up and go get a snack and a pillow and do this all again tomorrow. I'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. You've heard about Christmas in July, but we didn't miss Christmas last year. So Three Lions Pub is holding a St. Patty's Day in July this coming Friday, July 17th from 4 p.m. to close. Corned beef and cabbage until it's gone. Plus, specials on all your favorite St. Patty's Day drinks. Win prizes and also get a sneak peek at the full menu. Plus, bring your friends and have fun with live music from Sean Mitzel in the evening. That's this Friday, July 17th at Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. All right, welcome back. Once again, your final score in this one here, 57-41. It was 28-20 at halftime. ND Storm outscores ND Pro 2022 by the score of 29-21 in the second half to bring us to our final score of 57-41. Well, that wraps up all the games for today. We'll be back tomorrow with a handful of games, and I'll grab that sheet here in just a moment to tell you who's playing who and all that good stuff. But in the meantime, while we're waiting on that to show up, let me see if I can find this one here. If you go to our website at msportsnet.com, and under the broadcast button, click on Demand, you can see this screen right here. And that has all the games that we have done today and all the games that we have done in the past, for that matter. And as you can see, all the games that we did today, except for the one we're about to wrap up right now, are now available for a 24/7 replay on demand at your convenience on our website at msportsnet.com. And all the final scores are there too, but we separated it far enough from the watch button, so if you're careful, you can just click watch and you won't know what happened if that's how you prefer to watch the game by not knowing what happened. So once again, games coming up tomorrow. Game 10 at 8:30 a.m. will be Kindred versus the Missouri River Elite 16U team. And then Game 11 at 9:45. This is also known as Game 2. will feature ND Pro 2021 versus Missouri River Elite 17U. Game 12 will have ND Pro 2020 versus Missouri River Elite 16. And then Game 13 will be ND Pro Jacobson versus North Tartan 8, and that one's at 12:15 in the afternoon. Game 14 is Kindred versus ECI Pink. That one's set for a 1:30 tip-off. And then Game 15 will be at 2:45. That'll be a playoff game from the number 1 team of Pool A versus the number 1 team of Pool B. Game 16 will be a 4 o'clock game as the number 2 team from Pool A and the number 2 team from Pool B will square off. Game 17 will be at 5:15 as the 3 teams from Pool A and B will square off. And then Game 18 will be at approximately 6:30 p.m. as the number 4 teams from Pool A and Pool B square off. And then how I understood it when I was talking to them yesterday, depending on what happens in those 4 games, there might be a 5th game at 7:45. So we'll have to wait and see on that one, but that's what we have set for tomorrow. So we know for sure of 5 games, and then the 4 games, we do not know for sure who's playing in those 4 games. But we'll have those games for you tomorrow. That's going to wrap up our broadcast. Once again, you can find us online on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, or email us directly at msportsnetlive@gmail.com, and head to our website and give that a visit too, if you would, at msportsnet.com as well. You can also check up our upcoming schedule there, as we see that needs to be updated a little bit. But as you can see, we have those 9 games tomorrow, and then we're back to the baseball field. As that's actually flip-flopped, as Kindred will travel to Fargo to take on the Astros, and the Stars will host Grand Forks in a doubleheader on Tuesday. Comets will host Wahpeton in a doubleheader on Wednesday, and the Stars will wrap up the regular season on Friday and Tuesday with doubleheaders against Jamestown and West Fargo. And then after that, it's a look at the region tournament, and then following that, the state tournament, which is, of course, still to be determined. So that's all that and all that cool stuff. So once again, you can find us online at YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, and you can email us, and we certainly appreciate you watching today. And we look forward to a bright and early start at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Until then, have a great night. Stay safe. There's some thunderstorms out there, especially if you're in the north area of Fargo. So be careful, north and east, I should say. So be careful if you're northeast of Fargo, as I know there's some dangerous thunderstorms rolling through the area as well. Don't forget, Three Lions Pub is open right now. Their St. Paddy's Day in July is going on right now. They'll give away prizes from now until 9 o'clock. And then Sean Mitzel will grab the guitar and the microphone and perform some live music for you from 9 to close. They are kid-friendly until 9. Kids have to finish their meals by 10, because as of 10 o'clock, they're a 21-plus establishment only. But they are kid-friendly up until then, and they are debuting a new full menu that includes a kids menu. On Monday the 20th, you can get a sneak peek of that new menu if you go there tonight at Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. Also, don't want to forget about Game Time. Download the app and make sure you save all the money on your favorite concerts and sporting events and all that cool stuff. Monster trucks, WWE wrestling, comedians, a handful of other events. Well, you can find those events on Game Time by typing in the zip code and finding the best price on your ticket. I've used it several times. It is a legit service, I can tell you that much for sure. Also want to say thanks to Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. Make sure you stop in and speak with Sean at one of these several Fargo-Moorhead metro locations for Town and Country Credit Union to make home happen this summer and find out all you need to know regarding mortgage rates and other things in the mortgage process to get your home buying experience started and completed the right way. Make home happen this summer with Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. We also want to give a special thanks to Lance and the crew here at the Rusted Activity or Recreation Center for helping us out this morning with getting some cords up to where we set up to broadcast, and also for supplying me with a with a extension cord because I forgot to bring that one today. So I'll bring it tomorrow and give them their extension cord back, as he made me promise that I'm going to take this extension cord home. So we are good there. Once again, your final score in the final game of the night, 57-41. All the final scores for the games today are on our website at msportsnet.com. And under the broadcast button, click on Demand. That's going to wrap it up. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 8:30 here from the Rustad Recreation Center in West Fargo. Have a good night.